daycare looks like a sweatshop. Who the fuck? Whose kids are there?
Single day. I've never seen a single child here. In 9 years, I've never seen a.
Does SNEAKO updates? Is this where he's clipping the streams? Is SNEAKO updates scamming me too? Quick detour. This is so fucking funny. The cope from Hassan on this is like he has a lot of retarded takes. Shocking a dog, armchair socialism, being a Nepo baby, and pretending to be Chairman Mao, who's killed more people than Hitler. But Hassan said, I don't know what kind of fraud Somalis and daycares are doing, but I think it's a separate crime to try and storm with the camera into a daycare with kids in it. Like, literally, this is like crazy. No, it's not. You're not trying to storm. It's not a crime to film outside of an empty daycare, you fucking idiot. First off, there are no kids there. There aren't. That's the whole point of the video. There are no children in the daycare, son. It's also not a crime, and you of all people should want investigative journalism to get the recognition it deserves. This is why democracy is great. This video here from Nick Shirley is why democracy is great. He probably ratioed. Oh my god. It's like they're literally storming in daycares. There's no kids there. Bleak future of all media. Vigilante content that can be weaponized for radicalized white nativist agitprop. Everyone's going to behave like the fake pedo hunters. So the bleak future of media is that people are uncovering scams from the third world in Minneapolis. The bleak future of media is that people get exposed by YouTubers who used to be pranksters. No, this is the brilliance of rogue journalism.
Single child at this building right there.
Oh, then now it looks like we already got the Somalis coming.
Yeah,
through.
they're coming. The word's out.
Hello, is this your daycare?
No. Can you tell us why there are no children? Have you ever seen children at this child care center?
Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here. All right, let's go to the next location. Now we're going to the next daycare center. How much money has this one generated?
This one, in fiscal year 2025, $1,042,059. In fiscal year 2024, $1,059,078. And in fiscal year 2023, $727,336.
This next one is literally one block away, and this one's also generated nearly $3 million in the past 3 years. Let's see if there's any children. Let's see if any of the buildings are open. Here we go. All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center. All the windows are blacked out. Let's see if anybody is here. This door is locked.
This facility is licensed for 40 children. 0 children. I've come by this place 100 times. I've never seen a child here, ever. The only thing I've ever seen is someone standing outside smoking.
What's crazy about this is that last daycare center is that green building right there. And the other daycare center right now is right here. These buildings should be operating as they're receiving literally millions of dollars. I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door. Hello, can we speak? I would like to check a child in the daycare. Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I want to put my son Joey in daycare. And after a few questions, the lady went silent. Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Child Care.
Maybe because it's all just for Somalis.
Inside of this
Maybe it's just
in
for
fiscal year 2025,
for African
this
immigrants.
facility, which says it's licensed for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids. And all the facilities are the same way.
Bro.
All of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey.
The ironic thing from Hassan trying to defend this is that he pretends to care about poor people. And it's like poor people's tax dollars are going to these scams. You want socialism so bad. You want to help the working man, the working class. Working class tax dollars are being wasted on empty daycares. This is who it's affecting, right? He's rich enough from putting his goy slop content out there where he doesn't get hurt by it. The people getting hurt by it are the working class.
Not open the door. I want to put my son Joey in daycare.
Who cares? Billions go to Israel. If you okay, you got to be trolling.
Care. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey. Is this your daycare center?
No,
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah.
Charles, no,
Where
shut
are
up.
the kids?
Yeah.
It says it's licensed for 74
Spamming.
children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked there?
He's there. Kids there. What's
How
up?
many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You work there. Okay, well, then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in the daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
You don't know my son. No. You're a liar. I'm the owner.
Do you put your kid here in this daycare?
No.
There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Me, I'm scared of you too. How can I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of your curry.
Because of my color. You said you're
Okay, here we go. This is a problem. This is when it's going to become a legitimate problem. When Somalis come here, and I think I saw a clip, she's going to start yelling in Somali in a second. She's saying she's scared of him, scared of a white man. She goes to Minneapolis, which is predominantly a white city. Minnesota is one of the whitest, well, was one of the whitest states in the country. She comes here, and after a year, she's saying she's afraid of the white guy to defend a building that's scamming white tax dollars. This is the beginning of some, like, of a, not to put it out there, but this is how race wars, you know, this is the type of thing that race wars start from.
scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
You said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying you're racist.
You said you're scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist. So right now,
This is my
they're all
tax
getting mad
money.
because he's showing the
I
paperwork
don't
of this
know that.
business, being registered as a business. 74 children,
I've
no
lived my whole
children.
life
He saw one child when the lady opened up the door.
So
now
where
they're
did
all
this
getting
money
mad.
go? What was this money spent on?
Yeah, the Indians are doing this in Canada.
1.26 million. What was that money
Ask
spent
the
on?
owner.
There aren't any kids.
Ask the owner. I'm the kids.
Well, then why are you talking for the owner if you're telling me to talk to the
I'm
owner?
sorry. I'm not understand what you're talking about.
Do you have a child here?
No.
Does anybody?
No.
Where are the 74 kids? Did you lose them? Did you lose these kids? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to issue an Amber Alert for missing children? Are these children missing? It's not my business that children are missing. 74 infants and toddlers, preschool.
The proof's right there. There's no children anywhere.
It's from the state of Minnesota right here.
I think we're moving on to the next location.
Another example of this country declining, Osmongold has a pretty basic take. If you come to a country, speak the language of the country. If you come to America, speak English, assimilate. The same can be applied and should be applied when you go to Japan, you go to China, you move somewhere, learn the language of the country. There's nothing more annoying when I go around New York or Miami, there's like workers at a circus or a festival, and they're staff and they have a vest on and they don't speak a word of English. So you shouldn't have this job. Your job is to help and direct people around in the country where they speak English and you can't speak the language. You are literally useless at your job. People got so mad at Osmongold for that take. He said, if you come to America, speak English. That take should be accepted. That's the language of the country. It's accepted in every other place. But now we've called that racist because of all the demonization of white people. But if we don't even have language, if we don't have language in common, what makes this country have any form of unifying culture, identity? What makes it America, if not the language that ties people together? Absolutely. If you come to America, speak English.
Have a good day.
Okay.
As we continue to show the blatant fraud that was taking place here in Minnesota, Somalis started following us around the city. And now we're being followed by the Somalis. This is another daycare center, absolutely no signage, and there's no footprint in the snow of children playing outside. $5 million within the past
5.9 million in 2 years. 5.9 million they received in 2 years. That facility right there.
And now we have a group of Somalis telling us in our vehicle right now. From this daycare center, we headed over to the infamous Quality Learning Center.
How many Somalis
which
in the chat
actually
right now?
spells Quality Learning Center on the outside of their sign.
This is fucking embarrassing, bro. Dystopian. What do you mean, Quality Learning Center? Leering Center. Leering Center.
That's how blatant this fraud is here at this daycare.
Don't open up!
So this is Quality Learning Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up!
said they spelled
Don't
learning
open
wrong.
here. Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up!
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up!
This is another one of the major problems, too. The white liberal woman. The white liberal woman. The white feminist, the white liberal is almost more dangerous than the illegal immigrant. Betraying her own people. And this is going on Facebook Live to two people. Leering is the one word, I'm saying, learning is the one word you should be able to spell right. That's the most ironically unspelled word possible for this video. They didn't even learn how to spell learn.
We have ice!
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up!
and getting $4 million over
Don't
the
open up! It's ice!
$4 million in the last 2 years?
Go away!
What do you think about that? Are you in
Go
favor?
away.
Are you in favor of that?
Go away!
You know
You're
what-
not welcome here.
Are you-
Shame on you!
Are you in favor of...
And this is the discourse from these people. They don't know how to have a conversation. They only know yelling. They don't want to change their opinion. They don't want to hear anything. They've been programmed so much by Facebook. They've heard so much propaganda is filled up in their brains. They can't engage. They can't engage in any sort of dialogue. A traitor to our own people.
$1.9 million going
Don't
illegally,
open up.
fraudulently to this business that has quality learning center but can't even spell learning right on the door.
Don't open up.
Ma'am, we are not ICE.
Why is she yelling?
Who you are, you don't belong here.
I belong here just like you belong here.
Don't open up. It's ICE.
You do realize that there's supposed to be 99 children right here at this building, but there's no one here. This is a child daycare center.
99 children. Paid $1.9 million.
Empty parking lot.
Do you know where the children are? Were they kidnapped? Did they run away? Where are the children? This is state of Minnesota. Right here.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley, ma'am.
And who are you with?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Yeah, so who are you with here?
Oh, he's just been doing some research investigating the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm with Nick Shirley.
This lady, she's calling us ICE. We're just trying to put law and order back in the streets of the United States. Get rid of all the fraud. Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there?
Where?
Yeah, it's right there. It says the child, you've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody in there.
We're going to educate you on something. So what do you think about this daycare center? They spelled learning wrong. They've received over $1.9 million this year alone, and they're supposed to have 99 children here.
I don't see
99
it.
children.
Have you ever seen any children here?
None, not at all. None.
This year they got 1.9 million. Last year they got 1.5 million of your tax money for 99 children. We just want to know where are the kids?
Right.
Where are the children?
I don't see them. I've been here since 2017. I haven't seen anybody like
Never
that
seen
here.
a child here.
Nope, not at all.
And so you've never seen a child here for 8 years?
Nope, not at all.
And how does that make you feel knowing that this place is receiving $1.9 million?
Disgusting. I mean, what the hell? They stealing the money. That's a federal grant, too. That's, if they get caught, that's a federal offense. I know I studied law.
And do you think Tim Walz should go to jail for all the fraud that he's enabled here in his state?
That's him doing this? Heck yeah. He's got to be held accountable for this. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason what's going on here. It's simple. It's nothing there. It's a parking lot.
And look, they even spelled learning wrong on their sign for a place that's supposed to be educating children.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, who runs it? Who supposedly runs it?
Somalians.
Oh my God. Well, where? Yeah, it's just, I've never seen nobody here at all.
So how long have you been living here?
Since 2017.
You've never seen a single child walk in that building?
No, not at all.
So this daycare center is literally just a place to traffic money. $1.9 million just this year alone. And this guy's been living here for 8 years and has never seen a single child walk through those doors. There's no windows either.
No.
And the only window they do have, the door, is blacked out.
Yep, I see that. I've never seen anybody go in there.
Within just a few hours, we nearly approached $20 million
Almost
in fraud,
20 M.
and we headed over to George Floyd's neighborhood to expose more of the fraud taking place.
George.
This place is called Future Leaders Early Learning Center, and it's licensed for 90 children. And in fiscal year 2025, they received $3.6 million. In fiscal year 2024, they received $3 million. So in 2 years, they got $6.67 million, claiming they have 90 children every day of the week, 5 days a week. So let's
Why is
look.
Aiden
They've
texting
got
me?
more money than NBA athletes.
And we don't even know if they're paying taxes, but we don't know where this money is going. Is it going to terrorism? Where is it going? But it's theft, it's fraud. And the reason I'm involved is I want it to stop. I care about Minnesota. I'm doing this for the people of Minnesota. I don't make a dime off all this time I've spent on this. I put my life at risk several times, but I'm determined to see this through and to correct what is wrong, what is evil.
Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son little Joey here. Is there paperwork? Can I check out the daycare?
This is going to cause so much more Muslim hate. This is so bad, bro. This is not going to help us, man.
No? Why can't I check out the daycare? Okay, but if I can I get paperwork or anything to submit my son little Joey to come in here to daycare? We'd really like to put Joey in this daycare. We've heard great things.
Business card?
No, I would like your business card actually.
You talk to your manager.
Okay, can I speak with somebody?
He didn't even speak English.
Where are the children at? Are there children here today?
No.
No children?
Yeah.
Why are there no children?
There are two of Mexico.
Would my son little Joey have friends to play with here?
No.
No.
Yes.
No friends for little Joey?
Yes. Sorry.
Ah, dang it. Well,
Yeah,
have a great rest of your
sorry.
day. So, little Joey would not be accepted to that daycare.
Joey's still homeless.
Joey's still looking for daycare.
And because little Joey couldn't get into a daycare, we went to an autism center, as they have been popping up everywhere as a rise of autism has occurred here in Minnesota because of the government funds that they're receiving. I tried to check my son Joey into an autism center.
We've been going to a lot of these daycare centers. We're trying to find a spot for our little boy Joey, but we thought maybe we could check him in the autism center because none of the daycare centers are open. Yeah, and how many kids do you guys have at this autism center?
I can't give you a number now.
Like more than 5?
Probably. Yeah.
Probably, so you don't really know.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I am the autist now. Look at me. I am autistic now.
What do you guys think about like the fraud that's been labeled on the autism centers here? What do you guys do think about the fraud, or how come the autism centers are popping up?
I can't answer.
What news? Are you a news reporter?
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a spot to put himself in one of these centers here because there's
Why are you asking us about
the fraud.
stuff like
Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a Joey spot. Yeah. But that's our number.
It's not a Joey spot. You see the subtle race. It's not a Joey spot. It's an Amru Fudel spot. I'm joking.
Okay, thank you. So once again, little Joey, he can't even go to daycare, and now they won't even accept him if he has autism.
And again, no kids. Couldn't tell you how many kids they serve.
After being able to provide no evidence of them actually being an autism center in a place where a child could go, they shut the door and we headed to the next fraudulent daycare center that was just around the corner.
We're on to the next location. We're still trying to find little Joey a place to go to get some daycare.
So where we're going now is a place called Super Kids Daycare Center. Interestingly, this daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds Daycare, and it had received $2.45 million this fiscal year 2025. They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they went and they just reopened under a new license, and they renamed the center Super Kids Daycare Center LLC.
So they got shut down, then started another one.
Literally the next day.
Creative Minds Daycare, $2.45 million got sent to this daycare center. We have empty parking lot. We do have a bus here. This is different. We'll see if we see anybody.
I knocked on the door. Absolutely nobody was inside, and once again, no children could be heard anywhere.
So David, once again, another child daycare center. We have a bus out here. No one's inside. License for over 50 kids. No children anywhere. But yet, millions of dollars every single year.
So the sign says Creative Minds Daycare. They got in so much trouble. They had so many violations that they had to shut down, and they reopened the next day under Super Kids Daycare Center. You see 3801 Portland, 3801 Portland, which is where we are.
So that's fraud right there alone.
Millions and millions of dollars, and again, the kids are missing. Where are the kids?
You'd think if they had the same address, that whoever's inside or working at the Capitol here inside of Minnesota would say, oh, maybe that's a red flag.
They just write the check. Human Services, they got to clean out the whole bunch. They're the ones who enabled this fraud. How can you not look and say, wait a minute?
You guys see this Charles Scholes 97, like this literal mentally ill person in chat? He was spamming the whole stream, begging me to go meet him in Brooklyn. And I said no. And then he said, if you say no, it's fine. And now he's spamming and saying, you said no to my message. You SNEAKO, you cuck. You probably want to suck Hassan's dick. Ban me if you want, but that literally goes against your principles, freedom of speech. Anyway, bye, SNEAKO, have a great life. Dude, I don't know. What do you mean bye, have a great life? I don't... You have a mental illness. Literal... It literally went from the biggest glazer to the biggest hater in 5 seconds. In 5 seconds.
These two are registered at the same address.
On top of all of the childcare centers, that's just only a small piece of the fraud. What other fraud are they committing here in Minnesota?
So another major piece of the fraud is the home healthcare industry. Where we're going now is a building that has 14 Somali-owned home healthcare companies in the same building.
14 of the same healthcare companies in one building.
14 home healthcare companies with different names in the same building.
How bad has Tim Walz managed the budget here inside of Minnesota?
So the last biennium, we had an $18 billion surplus.
Also, the word schizo got incorrectly used by Love Speech, where you guys are like, oh God, he's so schizo. When I say schizo means somebody, this is kind of schizo in a way, is living in Minneapolis and in undercover journalism, figuring out a scam. Like, this is it utilized in the right way. Someone in the chat like doing something like that's not schizo, it's just mental illness and retardation. It's not schizo to be a gooner online talking about nothing, tweeting nonstop, and like that's, you guys don't seem to understand what that is. Schizo is not. I think we need to get a differentiation of those words.
Biennium, we have a $6 billion deficit. That's a $24 billion swing in one biennium.
SNEAKO, I'm seeing it. You're anti-Somalietic.
In the world can you burn through $24 billion in 2 years? This is how, right here. This is a huge part of it.
And so would you say a lot of that is fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Absolutely. I would say better than 90% of it is absolute outright fraud.
And a large percentage of this fraud is from these healthcare companies that are charging the state millions of dollars while they actually aren't providing anything. In fact, the FBI just did a raid a few days ago on a building similar to the one we were about to enter. Inside of this building, there were 14 of nearly the exact same businesses offering the exact same services.
Right here, you have a list of all of the healthcare companies. Loads of them right here. We want healthcare.
No, it's okay.
Yes, we'd like to speak about getting healthcare here.
No.
Why can't I get healthcare here?
No, wait.
Warning, you are under video surveillance. No trespassing, security, armed. This is the strangest place I've ever been to get healthcare. Just a bunch of different places. Healthcare here, healthcare right here. Another healthcare company right here. There are three healthcare companies inside of this building right here in this room of 7C. Now we have another Helping Hands, Home Care LLC, another healthcare company. Present Help right here.
It's all the same building.
Of healthcare here inside this building because we have so many options. Who can we talk about getting the best healthcare?
I don't know.
No?
Sorry.
All right. We will not get any healthcare here. David, this is one of the stranger places I've ever been. Literally, healthcare every door you go to, yet nobody will give you a rate.
Who's
How much money
following them? Is that the security?
Every year, I would say 50 to 60 million at least.
And finally, we were accepted into one of the daycare centers, and they actually took down information to give us a rate. However, when we left, we were then met with the police.
We received a complaint that someone mentioning your description were in this building harassing the individuals who stay here.
Oh, we're checking out the rates for healthcare. Because there's 14
Harassing.
healthcare companies inside this building, so.
Okay.
Well, that's not what he said. He said there's 14 companies here, and he's trying to assume because they're Somali providers, everyone here is fraudulent.
Okay.
So we're,
He's here with some kind of like propaganda.
no, we're just checking.
Propaganda.
This is a-
You're literally a racist if you're uncovering a scam. She's using the same talking points as Hassan. You're a white guy uncovering a scam. You're a racist. But he's not harassing anybody. He's walking in a business.
Area that we're allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance. Is there any other reason you guys are here?
Well, we were checking rates.
No, you're not.
We were checking rates. We asked for rates.
No, you're not.
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna have, if you guys are all good, we're gonna step outside and we can
All right, let's leave. So, all right, we're getting escorted out right now. The police have arrived. We were checking out the rates, seeing what was happening inside this building. No one would really speak with us. We did go inside the one daycare center, and she actually did give us rates for.
The police are defending or protecting the scammers. They're protecting the scammers and antagonizing the Americans who are actually doing a good deed.
Childcare. Much respect to that lady. What's the problem, officer?
Well, so again, we've been getting reports from multiple individuals that you guys were harassing individuals who work here. At the end of the day, this is private property, and it's one that people are allowed to ask you to leave, and it's also one the Minneapolis Police Department is allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance at this address.
Yeah.
So
As we got escorted out of this building, the Somalis filmed us as we left, and we headed over to the next building that had 22 of the same home health care providers operating from inside of the building.
Right here you have multicultural home care. And right here it says it's open, but can't even get in. Another Reliance Recovery Center. Mercy and Grace Care, Inc. Right here you have Den Eritrean Youth Development Association of Minnesota. Another child care center. Welcome to Bright Beginning Center. But what do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Sorry. No comments. Can I please?
Right here you have Serenity Quality Care. All of these businesses are literally the same type of business, providing the same service in the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare Aid Inc. and Child Friendly Space. All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building, door to door? Right here.
It's so easy.
It just does not make sense. If you're
Crazy how easy the
you'd want
scam
to have
is.
less competition, but here they have all their competition right next door. We're wondering because we hear there's lots of fraud taking place here in Minnesota, and we're wondering why is there so many of the same companies inside of this same building?
No, I don't know that.
What do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't have any idea about that fraud. Okay? That's it.
What do you think about the news articles and what's being spread on the news about the fraud?
Right now, you are doing something wrong.
I'm just asking you.
No, you
about
don't
the
have to
fraud.
ask me. Okay. Don't ask me that question again.
Okay.
Okay?
Who can I speak to?
Yeah?
Who can I speak to? Okay. As soon as you confirm
You
about
lock the
fraud,
door, too.
they get angry. When these people have these home healthcare companies, you're seeing them everywhere inside this building. What kind of fraud are they committing?
So there's false documentation being submitted to the state of Minnesota for services never provided. They're having forms signed in advance for services that were then never rendered. As far as a year or 2 years in advance, they'll have someone sign these forms at one sitting, and then they just file those with the state of Minnesota, and nobody from the state of Minnesota bothers to check that those services were ever provided.
So they're essentially just using people saying that they have these services provided months or even years ago, then filing the paperwork and then receiving money from the government.
Right, and the Somali community is a very closed community, so everybody's in on it, and they don't want to talk, as you can see.
And for this building, I'm going to give an estimate of around $30 million for how much fraud is taking
Holy
place. That is a
shit,
very low
bro.
estimate. However, still a lot of money.
They're at 100
Is
M's.
fraud taking place here? I don't know. Yeah. Do you have any idea what any of these businesses are doing?
SNEAKO updates. Is that what you look like? Is this your physiognomy? Oh, yeah.
I never ask.
And now, with upwards of $100 million in fraud, we'll be headed to one more daycare. And this one gets a little spicy as we get chased out at the very end. And after this, we'll be heading to the state capitol to confront the incompetent government leaders who have enabled this fraud to happen.
And I knew this video was going to be super dangerous to film because of obviously how hostile it is and as we are exposing legit fraud happening. I did get security for this video, and I was able to do it through the Black Line Guard.
You know, I got to give him credit because so many people in his position would even justifiably start to get a little bit racist, you know? And he doesn't at all. He just maintains the same frame the entire time, which was the smartest frame to hold to get the most amount of views on this video. If he raised his cortisol levels at all, if he started to say something, because they were being racist to him. They straight up said, I'm scared of you because of your color. They said, you're spreading propaganda. They were slamming the door in his face. They were speaking a different language in America. And he just maintains the same frame the whole time.
Guardian. And if you guys want to help fund my security in the future, you can go down to the link down below. They're not paying me to say any of this. They came and decided to help me out for this video. So you can go to Black Line Guardian, the link down below, and click Guardian for Nick, and those funds will directly go to my security and future videos as we are exposing lots of things happening, especially with this fraud. Like I said, they're not sponsoring this video. I'm just giving them a shout out because of how they helped me. So go down to the link down below, click Guardian for Nick, and let's keep going. And now we're going to the next location. Now,
You
this
probably
child
made a
daycare center,
fucking
this one's
bad
different than all the other ones we've been to. Tell us about this one.
This one is different because, according to the state of Minnesota, this 312 West Lake Street houses not one, not two, but three child care centers and is licensed to hold 102 children and in fiscal year 2025 was paid $2.66 million by the state of Minnesota.
And this is the building right here. So this building alone made $2.6 million. Let's see if anybody's inside. Now we're inside of the building where there's apparently 4 childcare centers.
We met this lady and we followed her to the back of the building where the daycare was supposedly at.
So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, $2.66 million. Hello.
Imagine, like, look at this building. Like, imagine putting your kids in a daycare here.
Hi. Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
What is the name? Why is it?
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children here in your child care.
Which childcare name is a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where are you? Which department?
Oh, we are from ourselves.
That is
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look at this daycare center right here. No children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million. We were just curious, where are the children at? Do you know where the children are at? Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't know.
How can these childcare centers have no children?
I don't know.
There's $2.6
So
million
what is she doing
inside
there?
these businesses
What is she
that were
doing
given by the government, but there's no children to be seen anywhere. People deserve to know where their taxes are going. If these companies and these daycare centers are making upwards of $2.6 million and there's no children to be seen anywhere, something fraudulent is happening. And that is not making you racist, Islamophobic. This is just the truth of what's happening here in Minnesota. If there's a bunch of white people doing the same thing, we'd be talking about the same issue. This is just fraud at unprecedented levels here inside Minnesota. It's actually very concerning. Where are the children at inside of these buildings? They're nowhere to be seen. Millions of dollars are being sent into these daycare centers all across Minnesota, and there's not a child to be seen anywhere. Here's another daycare center inside the same building.
It's weird to ask where the children are at. I mean, but there's no, but it's so obviously fraud. It's a very, I mean, if the whole point of the business is to take care of children, it's like a straight up question. Yeah, okay, so where are the kids you're taking care of? He's very clearly not trying to do anything and if you're saying, oh, it's weird to do that, it's such a stupid argument when people say it's weird. Weird is a non-argument. Weird is just it's the deflection, like, it's not illegal, but it's weird. Weird according to who? You? You're the dictator of what you're allowed to do now. Weird should stop you from... Weird that's nothing.
I want you to be videotaping anything.
Where is all the money going for if there's no children at these daycare centers?
Sir,
Yes.
I told you, please leave.
Yes, we have a question though. Where is the children at these daycare centers if there's millions of dollars?
Ask the local government, yeah.
Oh, we've asked. We have the paper here. So we're wondering where the money and where the children are at. We have the paper right here. Come here.
Who are you first of all?
My name's Nick Shirley.
You don't have any permission to record me, period.
Can we talk
you
outside?
You don't have permission to record.
She doesn't either. She doesn't have permission to record me?
No, you cannot stop people on the street and question them.
We can ask.
You don't have any permission.
Where are the children?
I will sue you. You don't have any permission.
We'll
We
sue
have nothing
you.
to do with this. You
Okay,
understand?
then are there
so
children?
leave. Please leave.
Are there children here?
Please leave.
Where are the children? $2.6 million for a
You
daycare
can't
center.
record me, so I'm going to record you. This is Eddington. This is that. It's instead of shooting or attacking, you just filming it.
You ask whoever you think is doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. So leave. Leave.
Tell us what's happening here then.
I said leave.
We're wondering what's
We
happening.
are not a childcare. We are nothing to do with it. We're common people walking. And
Yes,
you are,
we're not accusing you. We're asking where the children are at.
Don't ask me anything.
We're not accusing you. We're asking the daycare centers.
I am not going to answer. You have.
Where are the children at?
Leave. Leave.
We just want to know where are the children.
Who you work for?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Who do you work for?
I work for myself, Nick Shirley.
Okay, what are you recording?
We're wondering where are the children? $2.66 million for
You're not talking to
the
right
Minnesota
person.
Child Care Center.
You're not talking to the right person.
Are there children that come here? Answer the
You're not
question.
talking
Are there
to the
children?
right person.
There's no
Well,
children
he lost. He came in hot, and he realized he had nothing.
in this
I don't
building.
know who you're talking to. Leave.
That's just a simple question. Where are the children at? David, they won't even answer. We asked him. Plain and simple. Where are the children? Do children come here?
This is why I've had my life. I've been attacked twice. Once with a knife, and the other time I was jumped last Saturday by 3 Somali men simply for asking questions about what was going on. And they're very, very violent people. They do not like this fraud to be exposed.
After giving this man plenty of opportunities to answer the simple question, where are the children, he called the cops on us and we headed to the state capitol where they're having a meeting about the fraud to confront the state representatives and people in the government who have enabled and let this fraud happen. Inside of this committee, a Republican representative showed charts showing exactly how this fraud has been committed and who is profiting and connecting all the dots. And while the Democrat representatives looked into the abyss, one of them spoke about how none of this is building trust and how this is a nonpartisan issue, so I went and confronted her after that.
He has some very valid questions to ask about what's going on here in Minnesota. And do you think this fraud...
I don't know who
crosses,
you are.
My name's Nick Shirley. Do you think this fraud is Republican or Democrat or just facts that fraud is happening? Because that's what I heard you talking about.
I know what I said is that
because
what we're talking about
we want to build trust, but fraud is fraud. So why should we be enabling fraud to happen here?
No, I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
Okay, sir.
No. This
Sir,
is not.
sir.
When are you gonna hold Governor Walz? No. She is a representative for the state of Minnesota. Yes or no?
Excuse me.
Yes. Are you?
If you're gonna talk.
Oh, he's coming in hot. He's coming hot. Governor Walz, is that the VP? Kamala's VP, Governor Walz. That's the white dude. Yeah, he was Kamala Harris's VP.
To me like
Are you
that?
gonna say I'm a disability advocate?
I heard you, and
get
we've actually
overstimulated.
to testify.
No.
Ma'am, the facts are the facts that fraud is happening here, and it's not a nonpartisan issue. How come you think fraud has been able to happen so much underneath?
I think if you've been listening to our hearings, we've had now 10 hearings on this. And so there's really good data from the people who both work within the administration as well as who, both Democrat and Republican. I think what you heard today is that the Republicans who control this committee are not actually interested in solving fraud. What they're interested in is telling a story.
This fraud has happened underneath Democrat leader Tim Walz.
There has been Medicaid fraud across the country under Democrats and Republicans. There's fraud within the Trump administration. We have is fraud.
Reflection.
Private providers have made government a mark. And so every person running government, Democrats or Republicans, are dealing with the issue of how to keep fraudsters out of our public payment. We're also dealing with veterans. We're dealing with consumers. I hope you're looking at that. If you look at United Health, currently is being charged with defrauding Medicare. You know who runs Medicare? President Trump. Medicaid fraud is a 50-state issue. And so, again, it is not a partisan issue. There are Democrats and Republicans who are sitting in that committee talking about it. But what you did here was the Republican chair say she's not turning information over to the one person in government who can stop payment. And I hope you print that. Thank you for coming today.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well,
They're all fucking fat, huh? Man.
Is this
saw what
really
happened
the
there?
state of Minnesota that we live in? And these politicians are just walking off, thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump. They want to blame the Trump administration. We have.
It's always like somebody who's really into politics always acts like this. Have you noticed that? It's like the slightly flamboyant hand gestures and attitude. It's always, this is somebody. This politics is jester. This is the dude. You know. No, I mean he's doing the right thing. I'm just yeah.
Democrats blaming ICE. I'm tired.
YouTube too. Shout out to Nick Shirley. This is some really good investigative journalism. Really good. We need more of this. I think it's very effective if YouTubers do more of this and less of the goy slob, more of this. Entertaining throughout, informative, useful, beneficial, helpful. I didn't know. I had no clue this was going on. I think that was a great video. Yeah, that was 42 minutes, but it flew by. Oh, it banged on YouTube. We got it did much better on
hello,
X.
we'd like to ask
But
where
yeah,
the money's going.
1 million on. Wow. Yeah, good stuff from him, man. Good stuff. Yeah, Steve. Remember, CZ was in his video. That he was at some Palestine protests here. But yeah. All right. I got a couple more videos I want to watch. A couple more videos. Kai Sinat's girlfriend.
Y'all know your girl has been traveling, living life. My life is truly amazing. And I'm incredibly grateful for that. I get to travel, experience freedom. And the way that I live is literally the way that I knew I wanted to live as a child.
Everybody wants to get everything for free and travel the world and not do anything and get handed G-Wagons and free trips and clothes. It's not unique. Why does she think that's even worth saying? This is how I always wanted to live. Yeah. You get everything for free and do nothing? Of course. Of course.
Always lived very nice, but as a little girl, I knew at this age, this is how I wanted to live. Like,
oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh!
Exactly how I'm living, exactly where I'm placed, exactly where I am in life. Like, this is where I want it to be. And me knowing that.
It was a lifelong finesse for her to get with the rich guy that provided her everything that she ever wanted. It was a lifelong dream to do nothing and finesse a guy richer and be handed life on a silver platter. She's describing her parasitic nature. Obviously didn't love this guy. She was with him because of because he gave her entire life's dream.
Really seeing it in real time, I don't take that lightly at all. Like, I do not take that lightly. And what I truly do understand is...
Can we stop with these fucking TikTok hand gestures? Why are you clapping? Why are you... I want it to be a princess spoiled. Like, what? Just, are you a child? Are you a kid?
I truly do understand is how blessed I am. This has been one of the most like mentally challenging years because I've had such an amazing year.
Jesus Christ, bro. Look at her face. It's been such a mentally challenging year because I've got so much free shit.
But just also such a hard one. But now I'm learning to just stay where it's happy at. Stay where it's peaceful, stay where it smiles and glitter and gold, okay? I'm also so thankful to have a partner who treats me with not only kindness, but...
You notice how she didn't lead with the fact that Kai's giving her everything? He said, I just got everything I fucking wanted ever. I get everything for free. I always wanted to be a rich, spoiled brat that does nothing and leeches off of somebody else. Also, shout out to the guy who's doing it. She's not saying thank you, Kai Cenat. She's saying, I wanted all this shit and I got it. Shout out to that guy who did it.
Respect.
Another one from her.
A couple months ago,
It's her
I
mom.
done nothing but be there for Gabrielle. I don't know who she is. This girl came in my house recently. A couple months ago, my friends was over. We was here. I cooked. We had wine or whatever.
Did you hear the chirp in the background? It's like it writes itself. It writes itself. So your daughter gets with one of the most rich and famous men in America, and you go on IG Live and ruin it for her. And while you're doing it,
We was here. I cooked. We had wine or whatever. She came in, and I don't know how we got on the subject of the internet. Gabrielle looked at me in front of my friends and told me, I think we need to keep our relationship off the internet. So all of y'all who in my messages.
and then you brought it on the internet. It's like you literally get handed the easiest life ever. You just hit the fucking lottery. All you got to do is shut the fuck up, and you can't do that. It's incredible. Incredible. This is the stuff that makes your blood boil if you let your cortisol levels get too high. Like, all you got to do is just shut the fuck up. That's all you have to do. It was the one thing he asked. Keep it off the internet. First thing she does is take the battery out the smoke alarm and fire up a Facebook Live.
Saying you ain't post us and since this and this and that. Our relationship off the internet. Then she follows up with, oh yeah, and Kai said, yeah, Mr. Kai Cenat said, told my daughter, my baby, that he did his research on me. And her best friend. Now, who her best friend is, y'all, I really don't know. I know Gabrielle friends, but who the best friend is, I don't know. But best friend.
Who is she telling this to? Why? What is the purpose of this live? Like, what's the function? I understand if you go stream to get money or something, she's just doing this for clout because you just can't keep her mouth shut. What function is this serving by saying all this?
He said, you too. He said that. He told my baby.
My baby.
He told my baby that if she hung out with me or her best friend, that he did his background on us. She hung out with us. It's so hard to even fucking say that.
Get to the point.
That her reputation would be ruined.
Yeah, he was fucking right, obviously. And you proved his point, dumbass. And you proved his point. Like, how stupid can you possibly be? Where it's just, your daughter just hit the jackpot. It just says, oh, just keep this off the internet because I need to protect my reputation. That's funding everything in your life. My life is the way it is because of the internet. So keep your bullshit off the internet so I can give your daughter and you everything. And she fires up the gram and does it anyway. Are you retarded? Like there's just worms. It's no brain. It's worms writhing around in there. Chirp!
I was just mind blown. Like, and then when I think about this, like over the past couple days, like how's it not? All you do is sit down with women of different sorts, different kinds, you know, different backgrounds, different reputations. All you do is sit down with rappers with different reputations. You love a sit down, but you telling me you never even thought to sit down over a glass of water with me. And that's cool.
Why do you want to drink water with him? What the just why do you need to drink? Who the fuck would want to drink water with you? Why? Because of your charming personality? Why would you even think that?
Say you don't got to fuck with me. I never gave a fuck. But what you won't do is turn my baby against me. You got so much to say.
Nobody's turning you're my baby. He's just saying keep the drama off the internet. What like
about me, but you get on the internet and say Gabrielle is this, Gabrielle's that, Gabrielle's God-fearing. That's from me, baby. Prayed up. I pray.
I'm sure you're a great Christian. I'm sure. I'm sure. But again, I'm not trying to get disrespectful, but people are who their parents are. If you want to figure out about somebody, get to know how their parents are and how they operate. The way people interact in relationships is an emulation of how their parents interacted when the person was growing up. She didn't have a father figure. Best believe she's going to have an issue with male authority. If she had a promiscuous mother, she's going to be promiscuous. If her parents were fighting a lot, she's going to fight a lot. If there's a lot of chaos in the household growing up, she's going to bring that home because that's how she thinks you're supposed to love. Her family life was that, so she's just repeating. She's monkey see, monkey do. Kai should have taken this a step further and be like, okay, man, I'm not trying to, but if her mom is acting like this, best believe she's going to act like this too. That's how it usually is. Almost always.
Over that girl, I pray for her. I've been telling her to go to church, and she's been going the past couple, weeks? You've been with her, a year and a half now? That's her mama. You say, oh, she could cook so good. She could clean. She this, that. That's her mama. You say she's from Louisiana?
Okay, do you want a fucking award for raising your daughter? Is that what you want? Kai Cenat gives a compliment to your daughter and you're jealous? Are you in competition?
No, she not. She was born there. Gabrielle's been gone from Louisiana since she was 2. I'm from Louisiana. So that Louisiana girl in the kitchen praying for you, she get that from her mama.
Okay, so are you trying to fuck your daughter's boyfriend? What is the point? What is the point of you saying this?
Never got on this app and bragged and said, oh my God.
You're doing it right now.
Kai said my daughter was this. Oh my God.
You literally just said that.
Good job.
Fraud. And I would see these child care centers. I said, well, there aren't any kids there. It's the middle of the day. And all I see are a couple of guys standing out front smoking. And then I'd go by another daycare and I'd see the same thing. I said, well,